Okay, let us begin, shall we? I don't know which save file I want to use. I kind of want to load back at this one, because the last time we played, I wasted a flash grenade. Was it possible to skip the steel door? I mean the level 1 door? Yeah, you can skip it.
Okay, I gotta hurry.
Good old Marvin. Well, sorry, I should say, you can skip the level 1, like, you can hypothetically skip the level 1 door and everything in the game functions properly. I don't actually know if you can do it, though. If you clip the level 1 door, Zyth, the bulldozer actually doesn't spawn. Which is kind of crazy. And even if the bulldozer doesn't spawn, everything still works properly. But yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea if it's actually something you could realistically do, because, like... Also, I feel like my sensitivity on my mouse is, like, way too high right now. Hold on. What is my DPI at? My sensitivity get, like, fucked? Like, I don't know what's going on. My sensitivity feels like way too fast. What is going on? Why is it so fast? Like, something is wrong. Like, I don't understand. Spicy did RE9 with the glitch in 129. Joker did RE9 with the glitch in 127.28. That feels better. No, because I just checked my mouse DPI. It's fine. Marvin's getting freaky with the liquor. I forgot about this fucking guy. God damn it. Hold on. Wait a sec. Do I need to get rid of... Wait, actually, I think we want a flame round. Actually, no, I don't know if it matters. Come on! Dude, where's all these zombies come from? Oh. Come on. Oh, this is... Oh my god. Bro! There is 1,000 fucking zombies in here. What is this? Oh my god, that's a lot of dogs. Dude, I swear when we did this yesterday, there was not this many fucking dogs here, dude. Or well, actually, no. The dogs are normal, but there was not this many zombies. Why is there so many fucking zombies this time? You grabbed a level 2 band and skipped level 1. Yeah, but you have to get the level 1 band. The thing is, there's no reason to skip the level 1 band because you need to grab the corrosive anyways to get the quartz. So it doesn't matter. What's up, Pale Vision? I don't know. I'm actually not sure why there's so many zombies this time. Maybe we should just reload our save from before, to be honest. And just accept that we lost the flash grenade. Oh, oh, you're right, I did use an acid round on these guys. Damn, he's so smart. Oh my god. Oh! Here they come. Ooh, nice. I actually think you're right. For some reason, I guess using the acid round like slows them down or something. And acid. Oh, what? God damn it. Seems brutal. It is brutal. How did I do this last time? Yeah, if you hit them with the acid round, they do, like, get staggered. Why is there... so many less zombies here this time? No! No. No! No! Ooh! Lady? Oh, come on! I thought you were... Fuck off, man. Now he's dead. He was one... He was one hit away! One fucking hit! God damn it! Dude, it's like... Maybe I should shoot 2 acid rounds. Just kill me. Fuck. Dude, how do I deal with this? Fine. Did that hit any of them?
What the hell?
Go! Fuck you, bitch.
You bastard!
You bastard! Oh god. No. God damn it!
Son of a bitch.
Dude. Fucking die, will you? This guy's probably not dead. Alright, this is good. I mean, well, we used the knife twice, but we do have an extra heal. We used 5 acid rounds, which... probably okay. fuck off! Dude! Fuck!
I can do this.
Fuck's sakes, bro, my knives! Oh, I don't know if I can afford to fucking lose this many knives, man. God! No! I have 2 knives in storage, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is okay or not. These dogs are fucking relentless! Did it all again and picked a corrosive in level 1 but skipped a Gideon cutscene? Yeah, but that's fine. The thing is, you need, I mean, you need all that stuff anyways, Wormy, so I don't... Damn. Okay, dude. What the fuck? Just kill me. Just kill me. This is actually absurd. If the zombie isn't here this time. Oh wait, he... Okay. 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 I don't think the other dogs are chasing. Or maybe they are. I don't know. Oh. These fucking dogs! These fucking dogs! They're so fucking crazy, dude! Oh my god. Everything's fine. Oh, okay. I like the music here. Okay. We still don't know where the detonator is. There might have been an item in the showers. Wait, there's a medallion here? Oh. My inventory's full. Kind of want to combine the high grade with the big gunpowder and not the standard one. Maybe I'll just scrap this. I should have gotten rid of the other medallion. I can't remember. Didn't we find the third medallion somewhere else? Oh, it's in the liquor room. No. I can't go through here, I forgot. God. Good thing we killed all these fucking zombies before. Oh my god. Bro. Shh. These fucking dogs, man. They're crazy.
Bastard. Not good.
Ooh! Okay. I mean, I feel like our supplies are still okay, maybe. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. We have 2 full heals, we have 19 acid, 11 flame rounds. We have 6 large gunpowder. 3 full knives plus a spare. I'm pretty sure you can soft lock with ammo in this mod, yeah. I don't know if I want to make a save just yet. I kind of want to go to the main hall first. I mean, we killed all the dogs, I think. Not all the dogs. Almost. Assume all these liquors are here still, but we... Oh yeah, there's an extra knife here too. Alright, let's just kill these guys. Thing is, like, where is the... Honestly, I probably don't even need to kill those guys. I probably could just light them on fire, grab the medallion, and then
Turns a
run.
museum into a police station.
Bro, that stagger's not gonna be good enough. She's fucking facing me, I think. Bro, what is this fucking... My aim is not that bad, bro. I was on the fucking leg. What's gonna happen when I do this? Is Marvin still up there? Oh yeah, he is.
Looks like it leads underground. Good. We can get out of this hellhole. Hey, Marvin! Guess what? I think I found the way out. Marvin, come on. Let's get you out of here. Let's go. Are you okay?
Oh, no. Just go. Save yourself.
Come on. It's bad. We gotta get you to hospital
Please,
now.
Claire. We both know how this is going to end. Get out of the city.
I can't just leave you here.
Claire, please, go. Do this for me.
Okay. Hey, Marvin. Thank you.
Oh my god. Of course. Oh my god, that's a lot of fucking rounds. Nine more. Okay, yeah, we definitely could have been making more saves. We have fucking like 15 ink ribbons, 14. I am concerned. Yeah. Okay. My bad for fucking sprinting. You can definitely spam saves in this mod. I mean, I have 14. The mod is very generous with ink ribbons. I was worried that it was only going to give me 9 for like the entire game, but I'm pretty sure it's giving me like 21 at this point. There's just one liquor down here. The thing is, though, I kind of feel like I need another knife. Oh my god. Okay. Dude, what is this fucking boss fight gonna be like if it gave me 20 fucking rounds for the...
Hello? Hello?
I love when the dogs just fucking attack you twice in a row. It's so good. Where'd the other one go? I'm fucked. Another knife? Bro, how many knives are you gonna give me? Ooh, a fucking red, green, blue? I don't have the space for this. Okay, whatever. Let's just go in and see what this is like. We probably want to come down here and grab these items and then go back and make another save. So we don't have to kill the dogs every time.
Hello? Hey. It's okay. I won't hurt you, I promise. Do you need help? Here, you can take my hand.
You need help.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
You need help.
Why?
Oops.
He's right behind you.
What? Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Boards ain't gonna cut it with this.
Oh, great. Bro, there's another one in here? Get the fuck away from me! Can you? Oh, I think we're in for a rough time here, chat. Dude, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be 2 fucking Birkins that we have to kill here. Do we even use the pistol for this fight? I feel like maybe the pistol is kind of pointless. Should be dead from this. Oh, but yeah, I need to use the pistol to kill the dogs, kind of. I don't have to. I mean, I could kill them with acid rounds instead.
Hello? Hello? Bastard.
God fucking damn it, dude. I should have just thrown another acid round. I mean, whatever. The mod gives you so many knives. I feel like it's not... I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We have like 7... the game's given us like 10 knives. I'm pretty sure it's okay if we use that there. I mean, I don't want to, but... There's 3 down there? I don't... Is there 3 knives? I think it's just 2. Is there a knife I missed somewhere? I mean, we have the red, green, blue at least, so that's gonna give us damage defense, but... And I don't know. I am concerned. Let's just use it. Where is this fucking guy?
This thing's done.
Like, dude, there's another guy, another Burke in there. It staggers him for a while when I shoot him with it. He's dead? fucking damn it, dude. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, man. God damn it. I just wanted to throw the fucking grenade, man. I just want to, like, get through this fight. Oh, I'm not reloaded. What even is this? There's another Birkin there? Or is that the one I killed? Use my pistol? Yeah, we probably want the pistol. I'm just... Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Well, acid does a lot of damage to Birkin, but... Might be better to use this pistol. I mean, there's a lot of pistol ammo in the fight, but... This is brutal.
Words ain't gonna cut
I forgot about these. Fuck away from me, dude. He's still not dead? What do you mean? Oh, one shot away. Is he just like faking dead? I'm gonna let him bite me. Anybody else? Oh, I shouldn't have used that one. It's not over. I guess it's because the zombies aren't actually dead. Oh, there's another hand grenade. Okay. What? No, I didn't want to use that. Oh? Is this zombie still gonna be in here?
Hey, little girl. It's safe now. It's over.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I promise. Everything's fine. I just need you to lower that ladder for me.
Will you help me find my mom?
Your mom is down here?
The mod isn't even that gooner, chat. Come on.
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah,
It's not though.
Of course. I'll help you.
There's mods with like. There's way more Gooner mods. All right. Okay, dude, fuck off.
This way.
I'm just gonna use this. I'm not saying I can make her completely naked, but there's like there's definitely worse mods.
It won't move.
Bro. Fucking go down, you bitch! There's a dog.
So,
Dude! Of course. Dude! Oh my god, man!
so where's your dad?
He, works with my mom, but he's
Sakes.
gone.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The mod does give us a lot of supplies. I think we're okay, but that's still so fucking annoying.
Wow, both of my parents are gone. It's just me and my brother.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Dude, dogs in this game are so annoying. Holy shit, man. Ugh. Fuck.
Here. Come on.
Over there! It's closed.
Wait, where's the... What's over here? Can't wait for 1,000 enemies to spawn when I interact with this thing.
Damn it. We need a key card. Here, come help. And you're sure this is the way?
This is how my mom took me last time.
Sherry? I've been looking everywhere for you, Sherry. Brave little girl to leave your house in the middle of this mess. On the ground, hands behind your head.
You can't be serious.
On the ground, now. Sherry, tie her hands.
Why are you doing this?
Shut up. Tie her. Okay then. You tie her up now or she dies.
What's this all about?
Child endangerment, for starters. Sherry, come here.
What are you gonna do to her?
None of your fucking business.
If you hurt her, I swear to God, my brother is stars and I will
Sherry, get over here. What's your name? What's your fucking name?
Claire!
Sherry, you come with me now, or say goodbye to Claire.
Okay, I'll go. You better be taking me to my mom.
Absolutely.
Don't listen to him, he's full of shit.
Stop hurting her, please!
Don't tell me how to do my job.
Stop! Let me go! Let me go!
Obviously, nobody taught you manners. We'll fix that. Oh, yes, we will.
Let me go! Let me go!
I'll get you, you fucker! Stay safe, Sherry.
All right. What the fuck?
Key card first. Then that asshole gets what's coming to him.
This is chat looking at the fucking mod. All right, I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Oh yeah, the mod said something about... see this. It said... be sure to get 2 electronic plugs at the orphanage. Oh, okay, that's the orphanage.
Must be where that guy came from.
Honestly, this pistol is so... ooh, a blue herb. That's actually really nice. Red, green, blue is so strong in this game because when you have a red, green, blue herb, chat, you can,
That bastard is the police chief?
it gives you, like, a defense buff for, I think, 3 minutes. This is gonna be horrible. Yo, what's up, Zeke? Something horrible is gonna happen. I just feel it. One of these has a red herb. One of them also has a flash. Is it this one that has the flash? Well, normally. Just seeing if there's anything new. Wait, what? Oh, it's still there. Oh god, here we go. Just gonna get rid of the knife, whatever. Slow durability anyways. Oh great. Fuck it, I'm running through. Oh! Oh! Fuck it, I'm using this. I really didn't want to use Are they just gonna fucking sit in there?
Shit!
It's not dead.
What the hell is up with you? What the hell?
No, 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 no.
Oh no.
Bro. Fucking mean, man. I'm not dead. Okay. You know what? No, no, no. I'm gonna fucking die going that way. I'm going back down the hole. No, no. Bro, what is that? Who are you? Oh my god. I can't. Oh my fucking god, man. Please just let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Oh. No! Oh my god, dude. Where did this... Oh, it's her. Okay. Greedy. What do you mean? What? I had no choice, dude. You're how? cranky can you be? She got her head blown off. Okay. Still a lot more zombies down there. No, you can definitely still crit, I think, even when the reticule isn't focused. I don't think there's anything else in here, but... Okay. The game has given us a ton of ink ribbons. I'm gonna make another save. Now that those zombies are dead, I think the plan is like we go through that area again, and then we come back down here and make a save.
Over there!
I think that's what we're gonna have to do.
It's closed.
Key card first. Then that asshole gets what's coming to him.
Last attempt worked pretty well. That flame round, the flame round staggered. Well, I don't know. We could kill these two lickers, but I'm gonna try to do what we did last time. But how did we have two red? Did I miss the other blue herb? Where was the other blue herb? Oh, by the elevator. Okay. Let's just run. My God, no damage?
Must be where that guy came from.
Nice crit. They're not spawning out of thin air. They were... They were on the floor there. Oh, come on, man. Those guys, however, I'm pretty sure spawn out of thin air. Oh, come on! Oh, come on, dude! Fuck off with that, man. Fuck you. Damn it. Alright, it's okay. I mean, at least we still have the red, green, blue. Ah, that sucks though, man. It was going so well. I thought he was like by the window, so I thought I could sneak out there. Had it last time? No, I didn't. I mean, I used it, and then I ended up in danger. Alright, it's okay. There's something on the box in that living room. I think there might be a knife in there. Because the last time I had a knife... Dude! Who the fuck are you? Yeah, that's right. Fuck off. I think this is the guy that I burned. This place is horrible. I mean, we could just come in and grab the knife, I guess, but... Maybe we should go back to using the SLS. I don't know. The SLS is way better for critting enemies. It's just when you have like a bunch of zombies on you, it's kind of scary to use the SLS, but it does crit way more. Okay. I should probably heal. I would prefer. I can't remember if there's like a first aid spray in this room up here. Oh, I don't have the SLS again. Honestly, whatever, man. The game gives us so much handgun ammo. Fuck the SLS for now. Oh, come on! Of course, dude. Of course. Maybe we just use the heal, man. I don't know, like red, green, blue herbs are so valuable, but the game, I mean, to be fair, the game did give me one before. Hello? Go! 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 Who are you? Of course. Yeah, I'll just use the heal. Fuck it. Dude, I shot this fat guy. I think this fat guy, like, wakes up again or something when you... Actually, no, he's... Dude, who are you? Somebody in the YouTube chat said the first round has a higher chance to crit. I don't know if that's true or not. Pretty sure I'm just getting fucking baited. Go to sleep, bozo. Oh, maybe we just run in here. Thought I had the knife out. Okay, I think we have to. I think we gotta slow clear this place. We gotta kill all the dogs. We use the heal. We try to kill all the dogs, and then we try to kill the zombies. I think that we have to. Like, we can't really run through here. Maybe if I use a flash grenade, I could, but. We actually need to go over there to get the. We need to go into that room. Chat, you know what I mean when I say we, okay? Where is he? Dude, why is the liquor here now? Well, I thought he was lower HP because I thought he's like fucking burnt to shit, but I guess his HP reset or something. Or maybe he's just that fucking tanky. I don't know. Nice. Okay. Well, this is fine. I mean, we're on caution, which isn't, you know, as good, but... I had a feeling that guy was gonna wake up. Oh, what the fuck? This won't kill me, will it? Of course I'm close. Oh my god, dude! Nice. 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 Fucking nice. Of course. Should have went. What do you mean should have went back to save? I mean, I guess like that's what I was going to do. I was going to go make a save, bro. Where the hell does this liquor come from as well? Okay, well, we're... Oh, that's good. One of the dogs came. Okay, good. Is the liquor over in this corner? Where the fuck did he come from last time? Stop trying to speedrun, bro. Don't fucking start. I just killed every enemy and you're saying don't try to... You fucking piece of shit. Oh, here comes... He's not fucking dead. Of course he's not dead. Why would he be fucking dead? I know... Wake up! He's still alive. Bro, there is 15 bullets in your skull! He's probably still not dead. Okay, he's dead. Go to sleep. Of course. That's fine. You know what? It's fine. We have the defense. It's okay. Okay, I'm thinking maybe... Maybe we go back and make a save before we do this. Did I miss ammo? No. Whenever you see zombies in the ground, you should kill them all before triggering the encounter. The mod specifically says... I mean, you might be able to do that, but that's also... That's cheating. Wait. Okay. Slow and steady. I mean, this is why they gave us the flame rounds. Okay. Nice. Very nice. Honestly, our ammo situation is still pretty good. I like that all the dead bodies, like, persist on the ground. It's satisfying. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of dogs to kill here. The acid rounds are actually really good against the dogs, though. Yeah, hopefully the RE9 DLCs are good. I feel like Resident Evil DLCs are kind of hit or miss, but... Is it when I pick this up? Oh, it is. I guess I didn't need to make a save. Oops. So the thing is, the mod is giving me SMG ammo, but I still don't have the SMG. But I mean, I guess it's fine. I don't know where you get the... So we haven't found any of the buttons. Damn, it's giving me a lot of handgun ammo. Well, probably just gonna make another save. I don't want to have to come all the way back here every time. The mod seems pretty forgiving with the ink ribbons so far. I imagine we're gonna get more, so I think it's probably okay. I don't know if, like... I feel like the shoulder stock is just not really worth it. Maybe it actually, like, buffs the damage or something in this mod, but... not sure.
Seriously?
I wonder if there's like a... Cause I feel like I can kill a ton of them if I get like a good flame round or acid round, but I don't... I mean, the mod did also give me like 120 handgun ammo though, so maybe we're just supposed to handgun them all to death.
Hell is up with you?
Oh man, this is kind of rough. I mean, we could just grab it. We could just grab it and then leave, but we're gonna have to deal with them later. I don't want to use a flash, man. Well, they're dead. But I'm also dying. Okay. I mean, I did make a full heal, but it's a defense herb, and I don't really want to use it yet.
Bastard.
Zombies. Probably corner camping, you know. He's definitely still alive. Are you actually dead? Oh, gunpowder. I didn't see that. Come on, give me a crit.
What the fuck?
Nice costume, thank you. A knife. Perfect. Another knife, another gunpowder. Yeah, I think I'll make a save now that we cleared that room. Okay, wait, we have... Oh, we have 3 RGBs. Oh, actually, no, 2. 2 RGBs and 1 RB. So that's good. Yeah, we should probably just make a save. Yeah, we have so many knives. It's actually absurd how many knives this mod gives you. This mod is like... The thing is, I didn't know like how difficult... I mean, this mod is definitely difficult, but it gives you a lot of resources. Like, I was scared to like use my knives too much. But like, it's definitely okay if you use the knives. Like, when a zombie grabs you, you can definitely still use them. And be okay. I played Dead Space 2 hard mode. Yeah, I have. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, I think this mod has been pretty fun so far. I don't think it's been, like, it's been, like, a good challenge. I don't think it's been too like, I mean, it's definitely been difficult. It's not, like, doesn't feel like too bullshit, though. Wait for sewers. Yeah, sewers is probably gonna be horrible. Yeah, Albert. After I finish this one, I might try Resurgence as well, but I'll probably end up flushing it. I do kind of want to just try it, just to see how bullshit it is, though. Horny skins. Bro, she's just wearing short shorts, alright? Don't you guys act like it's so, like she's fucking naked. Alright, we have 3 RGBs. And also more ink ribbons? How many ink ribbons is here? Oh yeah, okay. We can make so many saves. Alright, yeah, we'll make a save here. I mean, do I even need to kill these guys?
Shit! What the hell is up with you?
Isn't there something in this thing? Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. I think that might be like OG RE2 or something that I'm thinking of. Oh, great.
Jesus, stay back!
I didn't have my fucking... Okay, it's fine. Oh, that didn't even take me out of fine. No, I didn't want to fucking flash her. God damn it. Okay. No lads today? No, we're doing lads in a bit, I think. I've been ready to do lads, but I think Ella has to do his 4 hours of slop first before we do lads, as usual. Never noticed all these books here. Louisiana. They killed him. Insects. Keys in the whiteboard? Oh my god, it is. I fucking missed the... Well, it's probably good we reloaded then. The thing is, we can't get down to the observation or interrogation room because there's another heart door key blocking the way. Oh, there's 9 ink ribbons in the east office that we never grabbed as well. Damn, I didn't even realize. I guess the I don't remember if the records room was still the club door or not. Yeah, the key is normally there. Man, there's a lot of zombies here. We have 5 flash grenades though. Like we could maybe get past these zombies using a flash. Thing is though, I mean we have 180 handgun ammo. We also have 21 acid rounds and 18 flame rounds. And also 7 gunpowders. So... But the problem is, like, now Mr. X is going to be chasing us. I don't know, maybe we just kill all the zombies outside here after we pull the lever, and then we make another save, and then we can deal with Mr. X. I don't know if I should use the SLS or not. I guess we can have both pistols. The SLS is 100% has higher crit rate. I was getting so many crits when I was using this thing before.
Son of a bitch.
Did I crit that guy?
Oh no!
This is not great. Can they not come through this door? The fucking sounds, dude. Chill, guys. Ooh, crit. Nice. Hey, everyone's dead.
Jesus, stay back!
Bro, who are you? Oh my god, he's climbing? Yeah. Oh my god, he fell. Just kill me, honestly. Oh. All right, hold on. I'll be back in a sec. I'm gonna go get some water. All right, I'm back. Okay, so crit. Nice. That's good. Fucking forgot this guy spawns again, dude. Oh my god, just kill me. Okay, I need to reload the... I need to reload the flame rounds.
Jesus, stay back! Shit.
Did he not actually aggro? I don't think he knows where we are.
Bastard.
He knows. He knows. You can't come into my safe space. I hope. Zombies tweaking out again.
Oh no.
He's pissed! Okay, I mean, this is pretty easy, to be honest. At least if we just take this slow, I think. Oh my god, the zombies are going crazy out there. Jesus, chill! Oh my god, they're pissed! Guys? Everybody relax, I know, I'm coming out. Dude, it is a fucking mosh pit in here. Oh, she tried to get in. You know what? Just light on fire, all right?
What's up with you?
This is fucking ridiculous, bruh. Hey, get out of my fucking safe room. I think they're all dead. Oh my god. Wait. Okay, now they're all done. Jesus, man. I don't know if we still need the diamond key. I'm gonna get rid of the flash. And I guess we'll just use the SLS. We need space. Imagine after you go through the door, they respawn. Well, at least they'll be in here. Where's Mr. X? No, no, don't come this way. You fucker. Why does he get to drop down? Oh, can I actually go back through this gate? I wanted to use the knife. The party in here. Well, I think it's over for me, gentlemen. Thing is, I still don't have the fuse. So I guess I have to go through the upstairs. We're probably gonna need to reload here, I'm thinking. Yeah. Damn, he saved me. Thanks, bro. Marvin's gone. Oh, what the fuck is that? Holy shit, why is it so fast? Dude, what is going on? What is that? There is a fuse box, but we don't have the fuse is the thing. Maybe we missed the fuse somewhere, but I'm pretty sure you just can't. I don't know. It's confusing. Alright, I think we want to walk here. What if we just hide right here? You think he'll just walk past? Buddy, don't do it. There's a liquor there. And there's a dog there. I mean, with like... Of course. Well, the other liquor didn't notice us. The thing is, I'm not sure where we need to go. There's a diamond door here. Maybe we go to the diamond door and see what's there. God, is the library going to be full of zombies again? I forgot I can't go through here. God damn it. Oh, now Mr. X is here. I can't go through here to record room. So I actually have to go back through reception. And the problem is, because I didn't kill those fucking G-adults. Man, that sucks, dude. I have to go back through reception. I have no choice. I guess let's just go check what the club door... Sounds like he's right fucking behind me. I think he died. Liquor's in here? Kidding me. This is great. Oh yeah, just fucking gangbang me. That's great. Oh my god. Where do I even fucking go, dude? Yeah, I can't go that way. Well, there's two! Okay. Okay. Well, that's great. That's fucking fantastic. Okay. Okay. Well, I think we try to go through... I think we have to try to go through reception to use the club key. Because the thing is, we actually need... We need to go and get the buttons. Okay. But I'm still alive? Oh no. I feel like we kind of want... Might try to go for the other pistol, and... I'm gonna put away the diamond key for now, because I'm not gonna use it yet. And then I'm gonna grab... another knife. We need to clear the main hall, get through reception somehow, which I honestly don't know. I don't know, I feel like I fucked up by not killing those G-adults before. We might want to wait for Mr. X to come through the room again. Maybe we could shoot some dogs here. Dude, what the fuck is that? Thing is, he's aggroed now, so I don't know if this is gonna work. Probably won't. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when Mr. X is aggroed, I'm just like fucked. How did I miss that? Oh, that was lucky. Is this fucking cockroach gonna kill me? Whatever the fuck this thing is. What is that? Is that an actual enemy? Oh, okay. Wait, strats? Let me through, let me through, let me through, let me through, let me through! Dude, what the fuck, man? Oh my god. What's up, Joker? I was fucking moments away from success! Congrats on your run last night, Joker. I don't know if you saw what I posted in the Discord though. So basically you can if you almost got through, Dom, I see. So I can show you. You know, like at the start with the chef here, how you can like push the bucket of blood, like the cart. You can do the glitch with this cart. And if you did it, potentially, you could skip the level 1 key, the level 1 door. And if you skip this door, you can... The bulldozer doesn't spawn. So you don't have to do the bulldozer at all. And you also get all the organs right away. And you can... Like, the whole game, like, functions normally. So... I mean, I don't know if it would be worth it. But, the problem is, though, Joker, right? Is that the chef is going to fucking destroy you. If you ran unrestricted with the infinite ammo glitch, though, then you could kill the chef and do this. This might be a unrestricted only strat. I'm not 100% sure. You got stuck at the very end. That is so sad. The question is though, like, would the game not just teleport you back anyways? Wait, did you like aim your gun? Like, what happens if you aim your gun here? If you're still here, Dom. Where did it teleport you back to? By the pantry door. I see. Because, yeah, like, even if you got into the hallway, it might not matter. I don't know. But it is interesting. I wonder how much time it would actually save, like, when it's all said and done. Because, I mean, the bulldozer takes a while, but it's not like... The bulldozer doesn't take that long. Anyways, has potential. But yeah, maybe it wouldn't even be worth it, because the bulldozer doesn't take that long, and like... You would have to go pretty far to do the glitch in the first place. Oh man, this is brutal, dude. I almost feel like maybe I should try to clear out the main hall, like the main room, and then make a save there. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. I think that's our best bet. No, I'm done with RE9. The new glitches are cool, but I'm still burned out on RE9. Anyways, Joker's too good now. I've fallen behind. I don't want to go back. Quitter? Bro, I ran the game for a month and a half straight. Okay, he's coming, I think. Or maybe not. Of course, I can't shoot through the fucking railing. Dude, I just shot you! Oh my god, these dogs are so stupid, man. And now Mr. Yeah, I'm just fucking reloading. It's fucked. It's all fucked. Wait, hold on. Grab the better pistol. Am I enjoying this difficulty? Yeah, I mean, this mod's I actually think this mod's been pretty fun. I mean, it's been tough, but I don't know, it's satisfying when you actually make it through an area. Wait, is he fucking here already? Go the other way, please. Of course he's not going the other way. I don't think he saw me. He saw me. Hello, Hanyu. That dog actually dead? Okay, he died. That's good. Alright, let's make a save here if we can. Forgot that's a double hit. Hold on, are we switching to lads soon? Oh, sure. Okay, nice. Good dodge. Let's just see what's in here. Oh, right, Mr. X is in here. Oh, an RGB? Okay, but I can't go. Go, 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 go! Oh, okay. Yeah. Of course. Oh, yeah. Okay. So is this the button that you need for the... I never remember which ones are the... Oops. Did I do 201? Oh wait, 203. Oh, I see. I do need both of them. Okay, all right, well, I think we're gonna switch to lads now. Well, actually, I'm not sure. I don't know if Lepa's... I don't know if Lepa's ready yet. Yeah, we're gonna try to finish Chain Together, chat, so... What is this fucking cockroach? Is there anything out here? We made pretty good progress on this mod today, though. We might come back to, Oh! Wait. What? Scam! Okay, I think I know the strats here. So we dodge this first guy, dodge the second guy. That's not good RNG. Buddy, I can't get through! I think this is just bad RNG. Oh. That's great. Oh, I hit the wall, man. Reload. I think we have a strat here. I think if we shoot this guy fast enough, we'll have enough time to get to the door. I think. Nice. That should stagger all of them. Oh my god. Okay. All right. I mean, that's good. We have 4 RGBs. I think, yeah, this is good. Dude, we have, look at these, look at the knives, bro. Look at the knives. Like, holy shit. It's crazy. Alright, well then from here we can go upstairs through the library and then to the... Oh, I forgot to grab the... Ella, yeah, I know, I just... Okay, I think everybody's ready. Alright, I'll switch over now. We'll call it here from the mod for now. But yeah, next time we can continue, we'll go and use the diamond key, and then we'll get the 2 spare parts. The library crank, or whatever the... I don't remember what it's called. The thing that you use in the library for, like, the bookshelves, or the... whatever they are. The things you need to move. It's in the locker room here, so... the jack, yeah. Yeah, the jack is in the lockers. That's why we need both of the spare parts. Normally you don't actually need the spare parts in the run, but... And we have... The thing is, we have the small gear, but we don't have the big gear. I think if we want... I think the big gear is going to be back... I think we're probably going to find another heart door. Actually... Yeah, I don't know. So, I'm guessing somewhere in the clock tower, we're going to find another heart key. So we can come to the observation room, and I bet in the interrogation room or the observation room or somewhere down here, there's gonna be... Also, this area is still red. All this is still red. I wonder if there's like items I missed. But yeah, I'm guessing the large gear for the clock tower is gonna be in one of these. All right, good progress today though, chat. Pretty good progress. This mod's been a lot of fun, actually. It's been a good challenge.